Hey folks, hope you're having a great Thursday wherever you are. What is your calling? Thought I would talk about that for a few minutes or so. As I think about what is your calling, it's something that makes you feel alive. Just a burning desire within you that you want to do. So it brings you joy. It makes you feel alive when you're taking the actions of your calling. It is something you do when you let go of your fears. And our fears are many things. There are, things we tell ourselves that aren't true. I'm too young to try that. I don't have the experience. I'm too old. It's not something I need to be doing or should be doing at this point of stage in my life. Or you listen to what others have to say and you worry about what others have to say or worry about what others will think. And that's a barrier, and that gets in the way of your calling. So if you have this burning desire within your heart to do something that makes you feel alive, do it despite being scared to death to do it. Do it despite worrying about what others will think. Friends, family, they're going to think I'm crazy. You can't worry about that. You need to just start doing the thing that you want to do. What is your calling? It's a journey. It never ends. That's what makes it so fun too. And there's always more you can do. And I'm not saying that from a stress standpoint where you need to stress yourself out. That's the exciting part. Your calling is a journey. There's always more you can do. And there's always new and different and very interesting things you can do each day. What is your calling? It's bigger than you. It helps others. It has impact to others. What is your journey? What is your calling? Well, what I'll say also is, it doesn't replace other people. So you don't want to forget other people. You need their support. So when you're moving along on your journey of your calling, you need other people to help you. And at the same time, other people need you to help them on the journey of their calling. And lastly, I'll say, you need to take a break when you're doing your calling, or you'll burn out. So you need to take breaks and stop your calling and just have fun. Go on vacation, go on walks, and do other things besides your calling. So that's all. I wanted to jump on and talk about what is your calling. It's clearly something that makes you feel alive. And it's something that is out of your comfort zone and you're afraid to do, but you're going to do it anyway. And it's something where you're not going to worry about what other people think about. And again, it's bigger than you. It helps others. And you help others on their journeys as well. As much as someone else and others are helping you, you're helping others on their journey of their calling, because you can't do it alone. And when I think about me and my calling, centering prayer really connects me to my calling. I'll call it my true self. During centering prayer, I sit with God and I open to the presence and actions of God within and connect to God and let God pray in me the actions I should be take. And I let go of anything that is a barrier to these actions that I need to take, which is fear, anxiety, worry, dread, all kinds of different thoughts and emotions that are just not true, that I tell myself that I need to let go so that I can begin my journey of my calling. And as you think about, all right, what is Rich's calling right now? And it'll keep changing and it'll keep evolving. But my calling really is my Silence Teaches website. And my calling is to share, centering prayer has been so life-giving and life-changing and life-enriching for me that I simply want to share it with others in case it can help them. So that's part of my calling, is to share centering prayer with people, as many people as possible, in case it can help them as it has helped me. And how am I doing this? I'm doing this with my book, Sitting with God, A Journey to My True Self Through Centering Prayer. I'm doing it through getting on as many podcasts that I can get on to talk about my book and Centering Prayer, to get on as many shows as I can, to guest speak wherever I can in front of Centering Prayer groups or church groups or book study groups, to teach Centering Prayer in whatever setting that makes sense. If it's a church setting, to teach Centering Prayer to a adult faith group at a church, or to teach it to a bunch of churches and a bunch of pastors that represent a bunch of churches in a certain area. Those are all what I consider my calling right now. My calling also is to help other authors. You know, I feel that I know how to market my book and get it out there in front of people, and I'm happy to help other authors and share with them, you know, what I've done to get my book out there, and I'm happy to share that with other authors, as well as share with them, you know, the process I took from how I wrote my book all the way through to the editing of the book and the reaching out to publishers and the pre-launch and the post-launch and all the marketing and setting up all of these podcast interviews and guest speaking events. I want to help other people do that. And I've had a lot of help along the way. I didn't do any of this by myself. So I think that's part of my calling as well, is just to help other authors get their work out there, or to help new authors get started and share with them what I did and how I was able to get a book published. So that's all. I thought I would talk a little bit about what is your calling, and then share what my calling is right now. And my calling will continue to evolve and continue to change over time. That's it. Hope everybody continues to have a great Thursday wherever you are. Much love to all of you. Take care, everybody.